In the heart of a quiet, wealthy estate on the outskirts of the city lived Alexander Kingsley, a young single billionaire whose name commanded respect in boardrooms and fear in business negotiations. At just 32, Alexander had built an empire from technology investments in strategic acquisitions. He had everything money could buy, except peace. His mansion was vast, silent, and echoing. No laughter, no warmth, just memories he tried desperately to bury. One morning, as sunlight filtered through the tall glass windows, Alexander sat alone at the breakfast table. The seat across from him was empty. His longtime cook, Mrs. Ethel, had resigned the previous evening. "Sir," she had said apologetically, "my village needs me. My sister is ill. I must return home." Alexander had nodded politely, though inconvenience tightened his jaw. Trust did not come easily to him, especially when it came to staff. That same morning, he called for Samuel, his elderly gardener. Samuel had worked on the estate for over 15 years. His hands were rough, his back slightly bent, but his loyalty was unquestionable. Alexander trusted him more than most people in his life. "Samuel," Alexander said calmly, "I need a new cook immediately, but there is one condition." Samuel straightened. "Yes, sir." "No family members, not yours, not anyone else's. I have a zero-tolerance policy for relatives working together in this house." Samuel's heart skipped, but he nodded. "I understand, sir." Alexander's voice hardened slightly, shaped by old pain. "I've seen what family loyalty can do when greed enters the room." Samuel did not ask questions. He simply replied, "I will find someone suitable, sir." That evening, Samuel returned to his modest two-room home on the edge of town. His daughter Grace was preparing a simple meal. Grace was 24, beautiful in a quiet, unassuming way, intelligent, hardworking, and burdened by dreams larger than her circumstances. She wanted more from life, not luxury, but growth. She had been accepted into a personal development and professional skills program that could change her future. The problem was money. As they ate, Samuel sighed heavily. "My employer needs a new cook," he said. "The pay is good, but he made one thing clear: no family members." Grace looked up slowly. "Papa? How long would the job be?" "Permanent, most likely." She hesitated, then spoke carefully. What if I take the job?" Samuel froze. "No, I cannot betray his trust. He has been good to me." Grace reached across the table, holding her father's worn hands. "Papa, listen to me. I don't want this forever. Just 1 year. 1 year and I'll have enough for my training. I can help you. You won't have to struggle anymore." Samuel shook his head. "Lying is wrong, Grace." She swallowed. "So is watching your child's future slip away." Silence filled the room. After a long moment, Samuel whispered, "If we do this, no one must ever know." Grace nodded. "We will pretend we are strangers." That night, neither of them slept. The next morning, Samuel brought Grace to the mansion. Alexander was reviewing documents when he looked up and froze. Standing before him was Grace. For a brief second, the world stopped. "Samuel," Alexander said slowly. "Who is this?" Samuel swallowed. "The new cook, sir." Alexander stood, walking closer. His voice softened unconsciously. "An angel, you mean?" Grace lowered her eyes respectfully. Alexander turned sharply. "Are you related in any way?" Samuel forced himself to meet Alexander's gaze. "No, sir." After a long pause, Alexander nodded. "She starts today." Days turned into weeks. Grace transformed the mansion, not just with her cooking, but with her presence. She cooked meals that reminded Alexander of warmth he had long forgotten. She spoke gently, listened without judgment, and carried herself with dignity despite her poverty. Alexander found himself lingering in the kitchen, asking about her day, her dreams. She never asked him for anything. Slowly, unknowingly, she healed him, but Alexander carried scars. Years ago, when he was just a teenager, his parents had employed 2 relatives as house staff. They stole from them, quietly at first, then boldly. And one night, while his father was on a business trip, they poisoned his mother. She died before help arrived. The relatives disappeared with money, but justice eventually found them. Since then, Alexander's rule was unbreakable. No family members, no exceptions. Months passed. Alexander fell deeply in love. Grace was everything he wanted in a woman. Kind, strong, humble, intelligent. When Samuel noticed the way Alexander looked at Grace, fear gripped his heart. One morning, Samuel approached Alexander. "I wish to resign, sir." Alexander was stunned. "Why, you are like a father to me." Samuel's voice trembled. "It is time I rested." Alexander rejected the resignation at first, but eventually, with a heavy heart, he let Samuel go, providing him with a generous severance. Grace watched her father leave the mansion that day, tears silently falling. The lie remained. Months later, Alexander made a decision. He would marry Grace. Following tradition, he prepared to visit her family to formally declare his intentions. When he arrived at the modest home, he stepped inside and saw Samuel, the gardener, standing as Grace's father. Alexander's face changed instantly. His past, his rules, his trauma, all collided at once. Samuel froze. Grace's heart dropped. Alexander stood in silence, his expression unreadable. What happens next? Will love survive betrayal? Will the truth destroy everything? Watch out for part 2. Thank you for watching.